What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this reality chat. I had to share this with you guys. All right. So, Married to Medicine. Apparently, it's looking like Quad may not be on the show after the next couple of episodes. So, it's being reported on the Mr. Housewives Instagram page. Someone tweeted at Quad to say, the show is not the same without you in it. Beautiful. And then she responds, well, you all will be able to enjoy me for 2 more episodes only this season. Sad, but oh so true. And I was like, huh? So... yeah, it's being reported that her last appearance on Married to Medicine will be in 2 weeks. So it looks like they might be putting her back in that coffin. I'm sorry. I could not pass that opportunity up to say that, because she did the most, okay, with them wheeling this casket down the aisle in this funeral home, which I thought was just so exceptionally creepy. And 2, that they were doing this like late at night, because that was also the thing as well. Why are these people in a funeral home late at night? Anyway, but she gets up out of this coffin and she has this little speech, and I'm alive, well, and quite swell. It's like, girl, go lay down. Get back in that casket and lay down. But, you know, with the news of this, that she's not going to be appearing in the show after the next couple of episodes, to me, I'm okay with. I'm over this played up reality, and you're not even really in with this group like that. And I despise how she did Mariah. I will never forget that. I really like Mariah, and I really do prefer Toya over her. And as much as she wants to call Letitia country and all the other things that she's been saying about her, and even trying to compare the weddings that she had. Oh, well, you know, when I got married at the 4 Seasons and blah, blah, blah. Girl, you cared about the wedding. You didn't care about the marriage, and you didn't care about the man, just like Heavenly said, right? But I want to read what Mr. Housewife said, because I was laughing. It says, because the caption is, quadwebb says her last appearance on Married to Medicine will be in 2 weeks. And Mr. Housewife says, good, bring back Mariah Huck. Quad replied to a fan's comments of her absence on the series. Quad replied and said that she will no longer be on Married to Medicine after episode 7. For those who are watching the current season will know that Quad is not in many scenes. In fact, some episodes she's only shown for 60 seconds or not at all. I knew that when the season started filming. She was hesitant on returning due to her ex-husband returning to the series with his new wife. She didn't sign on for the season until 3 weeks after they began filming, which is why Quad was absent from episode 1. However, when I saw her in the cast photo and in the theme song, I assumed that she would be in every episode. But watching the 5 episodes that have been released, she's giving friend of more than a full-time person. I don't know if it was her decision to leave the show or production didn't find a need for her on the show anymore. I never liked Quad. I also found her trying to do the most to make an iconic moment. I was Team Mariah and not Quad. Quad isn't funny, nor is her shade good either. She wants to be this shady queen, but her read falls flat. She doesn't add anything to the show, in my opinion. Oh well, see you later, Quad. I was like, read, okay? Like, let the people know how you feel, because I feel that a lot of people feel the same way. Although she has her fans, obviously the person that tweeted her was like, you're missed on the show. Where are you? And then she's responding to the person. And I remember prior to everything in terms of an announcement of when the show was coming back and all of that other stuff, someone had reported that someone tweeted her and that she responded, because they were saying something like, I want you to be on the show. And I I just miss you being on there. The show isn't going to be anything without you. And she's like responded to the person like, well, how can I make it right for you? Whatever, like placating to Bravo, I guess, to make a show for how needed her presence is, when honestly, it isn't. You can't be bigger than the creator of the show. And if Mariah Huck isn't on the show anymore, then like Mariah said, Mr. Potato Head with a wig on doesn't need to be on there anymore, in my personal opinion, either. So look, I'm just saying, pride comes before a fall, and the word says it. Pride comes before a fall. And I just believe that she just was just getting to be way too much, and with no real cause for being so. I don't know anything that she's created. I remember when she went on that Sister Circle show that used to be on back in the day on TV One. It was her, Selena Johnson, and a few other people. And when she started being on that show and filming on Married to Medicine, she was making it seem like those women were her more real friends than the ladies on this show. And showing up late and all, she just was acting like that was something that was going to last forever. And then when the show got canceled, it's like, oh, back to Married to Medicine. Here I go. Here I am. You can't get rid of me. You just want to drive me out of this group, Toya. I mean, she was always just trying to make it seem like Toya just didn't want her to be there just for the sake of not wanting her to be there. But Quad had been throwing shade on Toya for a long time. And even though I was down for her in the first season, especially wanting to, defend Mariah when Mariah and Toya got into that fight and they fell in the pool. Okay. I'll never forget that iconic moment. I just haven't seen it for Quad in a long time. And I'll never forget when she started icing Mariah out, didn't want Mariah to be on cast trips and, the group outings and all of those other things. Didn't want Mariah to come to the birthday party that she was throwing for Greg at the time. Just a lot of stuff. To me, I just started getting a bad taste in my mouth for Quad. And so I'm not shaken or disturbed by her not being on the show anymore, if that really is the case. So we'll see, what happens. But yeah, I agree with Mr. Housewife saying, it's looking like she's more like a friend to the show than an actual full-time cast member. So it is what it is. But I just wanted to talk about that, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.